Ava Baroni Combs, yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bruh, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this and try to engage. Yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around.
Welcome back. Let's spill the tea on today's biggest celebrity stories. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to get your daily dose of scandal and glamour. Girl, the streets are buzzing. Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Baroni, is reportedly about to hit the witness stand. And when she does, it's gonna get messy real quick. Word is, things are spiraling fast for Diddy, especially since Ava's allegedly sitting on receipts going all the way back to 2020. Now remember, Diddy made a huge scene about rescuing Ava from the streets, parading around like some kind of hero. He brought her in, renamed her Ava Baroni Combs, and even hopped on Instagram Live to introduce her like a trophy. But then, poof, she vanished. Just like that. No updates, no appearances, no nothing. People stopped talking. Until now. And here's where it gets extra wild. Insiders are whispering that Ava's not just coming for Diddy. She's also got dirt on his sons, Justin and Christian. Allegedly, she's ready to blow the lid off what really went down behind closed doors. And the big question everyone's scared to ask out loud, did Justin and Christian actually help Diddy do dirt, even to other girls their age, including Ava herself? The thought alone is chilling, but insiders claim Ava's testimony could be a total game changer. She's been quiet for years, but maybe she was just waiting for the right time to speak. And now that the courtroom lights are on and the cameras are rolling, it looks like she's stepping out of the shadows with the kind of secrets that could burn everything to the ground. And don't forget, all of this started during lockdown in 2020, when folks were still disinfecting groceries, and Diddy randomly drops the bomb that he adopted a young white girl. Nobody saw it coming. Most people either blinked and missed it or figured it was just another PR stunt. But now, Ava's name is back. And this time, it's loud. That might explain why nobody really brought Ava up again. Not until Diddy's legal mess started blowing wide open and all the shady secrets started crawling out. Back then, when he made that surprise adoption announcement, people thought it was sweet. Like, wow, Diddy really stepped up during a tough time. It was the middle of the pandemic, and adopting a kid. Folks were clapping, thinking he was doing something pure and generous. But now, that same video has people squinting at their screens. What once felt like a heartwarming moment is now raising major red flags. And let's keep it real, that wasn't even the weirdest part. The part that really made people stop and go, wait, what? Was when Diddy started comparing his move to Madonna's adoptions. Now that was a wild choice, because let's not forget, Madonna's adoption history is full of drama. Serious drama. We're talking international controversy, legal questions, and heavy accusations. The Ethiopian World Federation even came out accusing Madonna of basically tricking parents into giving up their children, claiming she promised them an education in the US, but then adopted them permanently without proper consent. They even threw the word human trafficking into the mix. So yeah, if you're trying to play the hero card, that's not the role model you want to name drop. People were already side-eyeing the whole thing, but once Diddy dragged Madonna into it, that set off alarms. The whole thing just felt off. And now, looking back at that old Instagram Live video he posted, the one where he introduces Ava, it's giving strange vibes, especially because only his sons were in the room. No other family, no real introduction for Ava herself, just Diddy performing for the camera while the boys stood by. And now that all these allegations are flying, people are watching that video with a whole different lens. And it ain't looking good. Fans are starting to put the pieces together, and the questions are getting louder. If Ava was really just trying to bond and chill with Diddy's daughters, then why weren't they even in that video? Why was it just the boys front and center? The whole setup felt strange, like something just wasn't adding up. But the part that's really creeping people out, Ava didn't look happy. Not at all. Her body language was tense. Her face looked stiff, like she didn't want to be there. It gave a lot of folks that gut feeling, like something was way off behind the scenes. That awkward vibe sparked a storm of speculation online. Was it just an uncomfortable moment caught on camera, or was that clip showing us something way darker? Some watchers say the energy in that room was messed up from the start, and when you throw in the fact that Diddy's sons come with their own messy history, things get even more disturbing. Justin's name popped up in Lil Rod's lawsuit, and Christian's been dealing with legal drama too. So people are starting to ask the hard questions. Did Ava see something she shouldn't have, or worse? Did something happen to her? And here's where it gets real chilling. Right after that video, Ava basically vanished. Besides one or two super brief appearances with Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, she was gone like smoke. No more photos, no updates, no social media. It was like she fell off the map completely. And that silence? That's what's making people really uneasy. Because someone calling Diddy Papa Combs like she was part of the family? You'd expect her to be in the picture more, at birthdays, holidays, something. But instead, she disappeared. And now folks are wondering why. Now that all these disturbing claims are pouring out, from alleged abuse to how women were treated, people are starting to seriously question what really happened behind closed doors. And Ava's sudden disappearance? It's not looking random anymore. That sweet little adoption moment from 2020? It's now feeling like a cover-up. And folks are wondering just how deep this rabbit hole goes. Whispers on the street say, Diddy didn't just mistreat Ava, he used her. Straight up. A growing number of fans believe that whole adoption move was never genuine to begin with. They think it was all a PR stunt, a way to soften his image during lockdown, when the world was looking for stories of hope. That feel-good tale of him rescuing a girl from the streets, it had people emotional, praising him like he was doing real charity work. But now that we've seen how messy things are getting, that story hits way different, because the second he got the attention, Ava was gone. Like poof, no updates, no bond, no trace. It's like she was never really family at all. And it gets even darker. Rumors say Diddy found Ava, a girl who was allegedly homeless, and brought her into his world under the promise of adoption. Told her she'd have a new life, a new family. But behind the scenes, some say it was all just smoke and mirrors, a staged performance to make him look like a savior, when in reality, there was nothing real about it. Now the internet's watching him and asking, was Ava just another pawn in Diddy's game? Even Gene Deal couldn't hold back. He started dropping hints that folks in the industry already know the truth about Diddy. And let's just say, it's nothing like the polished image he throws out to the public. Behind the scenes, it's a whole different story. And honestly, Gene might be onto something. The entertainment world has a long, dirty history of turning a blind eye when it comes to powerful men. Just look at how long R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, and Bill Cosby got away with their behavior. All that time, they were being protected while the people they hurt were left to suffer in silence. Even Cassie's lawsuit called this out. She made it clear Diddy was constantly surrounded by people who either pretended not to see what he was doing or straight up helped him hide it. So when Gene Deal started making those chilling comments, it got real. People started thinking, what else is being hidden? And here's where it takes a dark turn. Gene hinted that there might be some disturbing footage out there involving Ava, not just shady or inappropriate, criminal. He didn't come out and say everything directly, but the way he worded it, it was enough to shake people up. Even worse, Gene claimed that federal investigators are allegedly on the hunt for these videos because they believe they're real, not rumors, not gossip, actual evidence. If that's true, then this story is nowhere near over. It's about to explode. We already thought this whole situation was a disaster, but now that Ava's allegedly about to take the stand, Diddy might want to start getting fitted for that orange jumpsuit for real. Word is, Ava's not holding back at all, and what she's planning to drop might just finish him off completely. But wait, it's not just Diddy she's exposing. Rumor has it Ava's got plenty to say about his sons too, especially Justin and Christian. And here's the wild part. It always feels like Quincy's name never comes up in any of this mess. Makes sense though. He's not Diddy's biological son, and he's been keeping his distance from all this madness, unlike Justin and Christian who seem to be knee-deep in it. Now, Ava coming forward about Christian and Justin, that alone would have been major. But sources are whispering that the receipts she's bringing are way worse than anyone expected, And that says a lot considering the baggage those two already carry. Let's not forget, Justin's name already popped up in producer Lil Rod's lawsuit. That lawsuit alleged that Justin Combs solicits young girls and sex workers and participated in twisted freak-offs. Yeah, those kinds of parties. These aren't little accusations, they're serious and damaging. So if Ava's got actual proof backing up even half of that, it's game over, because she's not just talking. She's coming in with evidence, with stories, maybe even names. And when it comes from someone who lived inside that house, who saw it all up close, that truth is gonna hit harder than anything the internet's thrown at Diddy so far. This ain't just tea anymore. It's a full-on expose, and it gets even worse. According to explosive court documents, Justin wasn't just caught up in parties or shady behavior. He was allegedly deep in the game. Lil Rod's lawsuit claims Justin was directly involved in substance trafficking alongside Diddy. That's not just gossip. This is stuff backed by hundreds of hours of video and audio recordings, allegedly in the plaintiff's possession. The lawsuit lays it all out, saying Sean Combs, Justin Combs, Christina Coram, and their assistants and staff all played a role in running what's being described as a full-blown RICO-level enterprise. We're talking the purchase and distribution of illegal substances, firearms, and even more disturbing, allegedly arranging sexual encounters involving not just adults, but minors too. That same network reportedly forced artists, musicians, producers, basically anyone in Diddy's creative orbit, to work without pay. Folks were allegedly being exploited for their talent, while Diddy and his circle raked in the benefits. The legal filing even says this enterprise was structured, coordinated, and operated as an ongoing criminal unit with its own rules and setup, totally separate from any official business. But we're not done. Lil Rod also made a chilling claim that Justin helped cover up a shooting that nearly ended a man's life. According to the lawsuit, things spiraled out of control during a heated studio session, and either Diddy or Justin allegedly pulled a trigger. Rod claims a man named G took a bullet to the stomach, just like that. No warning, no accident. And instead of calling the police or handling it legally, they covered it up. Silent, hidden, buried. So now the big question is, what else has been kept in the dark? Because if even half of this is true, Justin ain't just Diddy's son. He's allegedly right there side by side in the middle of it all. Rod didn't just drop claims, he backed them up with photos. Yep, the court docs reportedly include pictures showing the aftermath of that studio incident. So not only is Justin being accused of helping his dad lure young girls to wild parties, but now he's allegedly involved in covering up serious crimes too. At this point, it's looking like that saying really hits, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Matter of fact, it looks like the apple never even moved from the branch. And while Justin's name is getting dragged through the mud, don't sleep on Christian. He's got his own storm brewing. He's already facing a full-on lawsuit from a woman named Grace O'Marco, who's accusing him of SA. According to the legal docs, Grace was working as a stewardess on a luxury yacht that Diddy had rented for a family holiday. Grace says she got hired just before New Year's 2023 to help out during what was supposed to be a family-friendly celebration. Sounds normal, right? But what she claims happened next is far from normal. She says Christian, who goes by King, came onto the yacht later and instantly became obsessed with her. She described his behavior as creepy and intense, like he zeroed in on her from the jump. And then, it escalated. Grace alleges that he handed her a shot of liquor, and the second she drank it, something felt off. She claims she immediately suspected it was spiked. That moment was the start of something terrifying. What was supposed to be a luxury job over the holidays turned into a nightmare, according to her. So now, while Diddy's world is falling apart, both his sons are getting hit with serious allegations. One caught up in crime and cover-ups, the other facing a disturbing lawsuit of his own. And if Grace's story holds in court, Christian's in deep trouble, and there's no hiding from this one. Even with everything going down, Grace says she managed to push back, told Christian straight up to get off her and leave her alone. But according to her, he wouldn't stop. She claims King kept trying to kiss and grope her, ignoring every time she said no. It's beyond disturbing. And yeah, that alone is bad enough. But fans are saying that Justin and Christian's mess, that's lightweight compared to what Ava might reveal. Word on the street is, Ava saw everything. From what insiders are saying, she witnessed way more than anyone imagined inside the Combs mansion. And she's not just angry. She's ready to speak. ready to spill, ready to help take down Diddy and his sons with the kind of first-hand info that could land them all behind bars. People are calling her the wild card, the one who might finally blow the whole thing wide open. So now the real question is, what's Ava going to say when she steps up to that stand? What did she see? What does she know? And who's going down when she tells it all? We're about to find out, and it might be worse than anyone's ready for. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to stay in the loop with all the latest tea. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll catch you in the next video.